Good evening and welcome to the Potomac Curling Club here at the National Capital Curling Center in beautiful Laurel, Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C. I'm your co-coordinator, Michael Dobbs, helping to bring you this live web stream of our B-event game featuring the Space Cadets versus Team Inglis from Potomac. Joining us for this webcast is the lovely commentator, Ann Wiggins.
Hello, how are you tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Good, you're doing double duty out there.
Double duty, triple duty, quadruple duty, whatever needs to get done.
Man for all seasons.
Indeed. Bonspiels keep us hopping. For those of you who are just joining in, we are on the first of Skip's rocks. Linda Kirkman's team, that's the Space Cadets, is throwing red rocks, so she is throwing first. And then Andy Inglis from, of course, Team Inglis of Potomac, will be throwing yellow rocks for his last set.
And it looks like Linda's got a nice guard coming. She is protecting two-shot rock. Unfortunately, she came a little heavy and knocked the guard out of the way. And now Andy has an opportunity to come down to shot rock.
Indeed, shot rock is completely exposed.
Yep.
Currently, Andy, red team, which is Linda's team, is sitting two, but if Andy does this right, he'll be shot. It's going to be tough for him to get multiple this end, but anything's possible.
He has seen this shot before because they've had several come down this line, so he should know the line, should know what it takes, and he has the backing, so I think he should do well on this shot.
Nothing to do now, but watch him throw it. See if he makes it. As you may have noticed, this is indeed a Potomac death match here in this first B-event game. We are broadcasting to you from Draw 4. We have several other games going on, and we will try to bring you score updates as we see it happen. Andy changing the line call.
Oh, looks like he's going to go more for a hit rather than a tap back.
Indeed, a little dangerous given the, he might lose the yellow rock on the back of the house, but the yellow rocks are third and fourth, so he would still cut down the scoring zone a little bit.
He's got to get by that front, but then again, maybe he's looking, he has an option of the double. And it's away, it's coming down, he's waiting for the curl. It's coming in, he's called sweep. Sweep hard, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful pick. Beautiful job.
I don't quite know how that got around
I don't
the front
either.
red rock,
I
but
don't
it
either.
did.
So his change on his line was a good call for him, although I do think he did give himself a little more ice than what it looked like when he finally threw it.
He may have been a little wide of the broom, but
yes,
it worked out.
On purpose, I think. But he felt comfortable with that broom call at least, and why not? He made it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, one of our features here at the Potomac Curling Club is we do have some wireless microphones on our skips. It is quite nice to hear what the skips are thinking sometimes, and we're going to bring them up and see what we can hear.
Pretty normal, right? Yeah. But seems better than.
You can hear Andy there talking about his previous shot. And I am realizing I forgot to turn Linda's microphone on, so I'll have to fix that eventually.
Okay, well, just as a fashion commentary, Linda is fashionably dressed for the weekend, Valentine's Day weekend.
All right.
With her Two Hearts bandana or headband.
And draw down to it.
And her shot is away.
And
She's
apparently Linda's mic is working.
Looking for the curl. Got a little outside of it, I think. Not sure it's going to come back.
Curl.
As you can hear her admonishing her stones.
Gets a little wick.
It came a little too wide and hit off a Yellowstone, a guard out front, and then didn't do anything. So
Unfortunately, it almost guards the existing yellow rock, but
I think that's all we got.
really it's gonna leave Inglis with a draw for 2.
Yeah, I won.
And it's not an easy draw for 2.
Not at all. Linda did quite well beforehand, and the scoring zone is only the 4-foot circle, so it's a tough draw, especially in the first end.
Just gonna draw. Yeah. All right.
He did just throw this, so.
Tight board, so.
No, he threw the hit last time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he did. Sorry.
He planned on throwing this one.
Yes, he did.
Didn't
He changed
actually
his
throw.
mind. So now he has to throw the draw. And there is some strategy in sometimes practicing on your first shot because you know you're going to have to do it again.
Absolutely.
So let's see if he can adjust in the first end. And the shot's away. Looks good. They're sweeping.
Yeah, hard. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Now he wants him off.
Stacy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Called him off again. They're not paying attention.
Whoa!
Here he comes.
Oh no! Oh please, please!
Oh.
Almost
No.
got the split for 2, but I think he'll just get 1.
It looks like it is just 1. Yes.
Sorry, guys.
It was a good try.
Absolutely. He was really heavy on that one.
Yeah.
That's all right. First end.
One red.
Got his 1 with his last
Yeah,
shot,
there's one yellow, yeah.
as he should.
Oh, all right. Could have been worse.
You hear the skips chatting.
Sorry, guard, Stacy.
So up is Stacy Tedesco, lead for Potomac Inglis. And Andy's just called for a guard up front.
Good line.
He likes
Okay.
the line.
Needs to curl a bit. Craig.
It's got some weight. Hoping it'll slow down. They're starting
Whoa.
to slow. Whoa.
It's tight.
Oh, she
Nice
couldn't
job.
do a much
Good job.
better job than that. About a foot out front of the house.
All right, Mike. Top 8 is good. Guard is fine, too.
So Linda has asked for her lead, Mike Jones, to come in around it. And his shot is away. It looks kind of wide.
It looks heavy. It looks heavy.
Linda's
No.
admonishing them. It's not going to bury,
No.
so she doesn't want them to.
It was wide and it looked heavy. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Okay, good, good.
As you can just hear her say.
Let's hit and roll under. Control.
So Andy's going to attempt to have Stacy take it off. It's wide open. And he'd love to get a roll under the guard that she placed
Yes.
first shot. Comes her shot. They're sweeping.
Hard.
I think she may have
Okay,
turned it a
it's
little
gone,
bit.
gone.
It's gone. Not going to do anything.
That's all right.
Okay.
And it's by. So Linda has an opportunity to capitalize. Let's see what she decides to call. Apparently there's a little debris on the ice, so they're doing a little bit more cleaning than normal.
All right, Mike. Same thing.
Okay, she's asked for the same shot on his first and looking to come under the guard, the yellow guard. Still looks a little outside to me. They are sweeping.
How's the way?
Looks like they might end up on a guard on their
Okay.
on their
Let it-
12-foot
bring
shot.
it to this one.
Gonna
then
get
take
a
the tip on
freeze.
this one.
Oh, a little tap.
That's it.
About
Okay.
a foot tap.
Good job.
So that
Big
worked
double
out.
A's.
Wasn't what she wanted.
Yes. Normal.
Okay, so Andy is asking Craig to do a double. Here comes some big weight. Do the double.
Close. Yep. Yep.
Gonna need to sweep it.
Oh, hard. Gotta go.
Oh,
Gotta
it's
go.
really curled a lot.
Ah. All right,
Just
not
missed
bad.
it. He did get the top one, so that he did get the top shot, and red is still sitting 1. Nothing else in the house.
Okay, Marcia. Drawing.
Linda really wants
If
to
you
go
guard it
under
up, that's fine too.
that yellow. She's still giving a lot of, oh, she's coming in a little bit. I agree. I'm glad to see her give it a little bit less ice than she had before, because they seem to be hanging out there. She's still looking for a pretty big curl here. Not sure she's going to get it. Nice coming down, but it's not moving. It's on shot rock. She's going to get the same thing she got last time. Okay, and this is a little bit more bump, so there's a lot more separation. They now have, she now has 2 shots in the house.
Let's try the other handle.
The back shot being in the 12-foot. Andy's calling for a hit and roll.
Yes.
Craig's second shot. Here it comes. They're not asking for anything yet.
Stacy.
They're utilizing the 1 sweep method, asking for, looks like they're going for the double. Almost got it. Almost. Did jam on the back one. Moved the rock, the red rock. Trying to determine who's shot right now. It looks like yellow is shot now.
Drawing.
Okay, Linda has given up on that side of trying to draw in. She's going on the other side, so we're coming in on the right side.
Draw, yes.
She wants a draw behind cover. I think she was concerned about maybe wrecking, trying to take out the yellow up front, so she's going to go for the draw. You know, there's always the shot you can call, and there's the shot that people are capable of making. So here we go with a nice draw, coming around cover. They're sweeping to get it by. Got it by. The question is, was it too much weight? A little bit. So yellow is still shot with both reds in the back 12-foot. So Andy is looking for that very elusive draw. Now he's pulled in the ice quite a bit from where Linda was, so I think he might have a better shot at getting this if she's on the broom.
Okay. Needs to curl.
They're not curling on that line. Not curling at all. It is a little heavy though.
Sit.
Okay, hit shot rock, unfortunately. Moved it off the ring. So now, looks like we might have a biter over there on the 12-foot of the yellow, but right now, Linda is sitting 2 in the back rings. And she's looking for her husband, Russ, to put something in the front rings and try and make it the big guard.
And sweep. Hard.
They are sweeping. Bringing it as far as they can.
Okay, it's looking good. Yes.
They came up a little bit. I might have stayed on that just a touch, but that looks
Very
good.
nice.
Just biting the 8-foot.
That's okay too.
Andy Andy has opted not to try and take anything out. He just wants to draw around cover.
Okay. Line's okay. Needs the curl though. Whoa, got a curl,
Saying
got
that,
a curl.
they keep going on that same line, and unfortunately, it just is not going to curl on that line.
All right.
And he now has pushed that one back, pushed the red stone back, and now they're looking at 3 red.
Wait a minute.
3 red indeed, but all the red are in the back of the house.
True.
And there are plenty of paths to get to those red rocks.
Guard it up.
So I completely agree with Linda's call here to guard it up.
Yes.
But Team Inglis will have a couple of shots still available to them.
My hope is that they will learn from the ice and get off that one path that it just doesn't move.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, let's come this way.
She's elected to come the other turn.
She's going for guard, so we're going to be able to top out one of these yellows, maybe.
Yeah. And I think he's thrown a tad wide. I'm not sure it's going to curl as much as she's looking for.
This is guard, actually. So.
This depends on the weight. If it's heavy at all, it might not come back.
Yeah, probably have straight draw also.
Well, they also have to get it over.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's over.
Plenty of room.
Get it to the center. Get it to the
I think I
center.
kind of like that. Just make it a
Okay,
straight draw.
good.
It prevents the run back, but I would have
Yeah,
liked that guard
exactly.
slightly not in that
That
position.
should be pretty
Yeah.
good. It's
Either
not
to the
curling as
left
much on this side.
or to the right.
Maybe even a hair less. No, that's good. Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. I like that much better, Andy. He's brought the broom in just a little bit more.
One of the things I do want to mention is one of the things I really like about volunteering here at the Potomac Curling Club, especially during Bonspiels, is the food.
Yes. It smells delicious.
Absolutely. And well, what you're smelling right now is some great pasta we had from 3 brothers here in Laurel, Maryland.
Ooh.
They make a fantastic cheese tortellini with chicken that we got for dinner, and it is very good. I mean, we've been going through platters of this stuff.
That's great.
No, we don't really.
Paired with a nice little Greek salad and some bread. I think we've got every curler and volunteer here incredibly satisfied with their this 3 brothers Italian specialty.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Felt heavy.
I know.
Okay, so Andy's first shot is away. Coming down, they're sweeping. They're hoping for
Yeah, hard. Hard.
some curl. Didn't get the curl, but now they get the promote. And is it good enough for shot rock?
Okay.
Yes, it is.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. There is, as
That's
mentioned before by Dobbsy, there's backing.
Not bad.
So pretty tough for Linda to get this yellow out without jamming on those rocks behind the.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward for him to
It's certainly possible, but it opens up some missed possibilities that Andy can take advantage of.
Yep.
And really, by taking shot rock, she forces Linda to play into the house, which ensures that Andy is going to have something available for his last rock.
Yes, which is what you want.
I think I have some semblance of the draw.
Always plan for making something happen with your last rock.
Okay, so she has chosen, because shot rock is exposed, she's going to try and hit and roll.
That's a jam possibility.
It is.
She makes it, she'll be well covered.
Yeah. You know what they're playing here?
Yeah, she's moved the broom in a little bit.
Let's see.
They had it quite out there on the 12-foot, moved it in not quite halfway.
Yeah, let's see.
Takes a big sigh.
I'm thinking it needed to be narrower than that, but if I draw in, that's fine too.
You hear Linda's thought process. That's always fun when the skips are talking and letting you know what they're thinking. I was watching the Nationals this afternoon, and it was so much fun to listen to John Schuster He is so out there. You always know what he's thinking.
He is an incredibly talkative skip.
Yes.
And
It's
we
amazing.
as viewers, we love him for it.
Yes.
And for his curling ability. But
This is not coming in.
no, it's not.
And now they need to make sure and sweep it a little bit to sweep it by so that it didn't move the shot rock behind cover.
Yeah, it looks like just a little too much ice for the weight.
Yep.
I kind of like drawing in again, like right to it even. Like we're shot. If I can freeze here, then yeah, they're just going for draw for one. That's pretty good. Do you like that? Or we could also draw this way.
And I love
We
the
just threw
way
something like this, so I kind of like doing the same again.
Andy is conversing with Judy.
Or we could also tap that one up, right?
Talking about options, what to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
let's come to here.
incredibly important to make sure that
here's
your
okay, too.
entire team knows what's plan A, what's plan B, what's plan C, because more than likely, they're going to need to help you out to
Yep.
make something
Kinda like
happen.
basically coming right down to ours, freeze to it.
Okay. 3-star yellow.
Yeah, on the side. But if we come up a little light, that's not bad. Maybe a little less, Judy.
Ah,
It could stay kind of straight.
Andy's finally figured out. Yep, they're staying straight out there.
Yeah.
So he does have a lot of good options
Maybe
here
even a
with
little
this
less than
shot.
that, yeah. Let's try that.
He's even tightened it up a little more.
All right.
Now he's happy.
It's one thing I'm always nervous about in a skip. When you go down to the hack, you look at the rock, and your instinct is, that's too wide.
Yeah.
I think it's down. Okay, T's good.
They're
Wine's
watching
okay.
it.
It's hanging wide.
Craig. Craig.
There's the break.
Get ready.
Asking for Craig to sweep. Trying to get it to move. And,
Not good.
that did click on the front yellow and then spun off
That was unfortunate.
and is out of contention.
Curled too much because it ticked to the front.
And if we look at the overhead camera, we can see that
It's okay.
yellow is shot rock,
Did you hear me?
but Linda and the red team are sitting second,
Yeah, it was
third,
good.
and fourth, I believe. So if she can make this
No,
hit
it
and
looked
sit,
pretty good, and then dived at the end.
she'll get 4. It's not an easy hit and sit at all.
No, not easy, but she is smartly going for it.
Okay, the safe
It's
call
4
is just
points.
going
I
for
mean,
one,
Yeah,
but
You've
just
got
try
to.
and get through.
Exactly.
Bless you.
4s don't come along very often in curling.
If I
And
take the yellow one there, out.
No guts, no glory.
amen.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Okay.
Schuster prevailed
Okay, I have
over
no
Brown this
idea
afternoon,
what
by
he's-
the way.
But
Quite
And-
thoroughly, if I saw.
okay.
Pardon me?
Quite thoroughly, if I saw
Yes,
correctly.
yes, it was over in the 7th end.
That means he gets a rematch against Brady Clark, correct?
Absolutely. And of course, we like to mention the fact that the only loss that Brady Clark had,
Was to Clausen.
yahoo! Sweep! Calling for the sweep, looking at the angle. She's coming down.
It looks,
Looks
pretty
pretty good.
Oh, goodness.
Gets the hit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Beautiful shot. Well done.
I do believe it's at least 3.
It is 3 for sure. The question is it 4?
And
That's going to be,
it's up to the Vices to decide, so we will let them do their job.
What was that?
Nice shot.
Thank you. Presumably we got one.
Oh, you got more than one? They're still trying to figure it out.
Okay.
okay. Don't know what they've decided. Was it
Well,
3 or
whatever
was it
is,
4?
I'm up.
We will have to wait until they post the score.
But kudos to Linda. She did that. She picked out that yellow beautifully.
You can't throw it any better than that.
Nope.
Center guard.
You know, Linda was talking to me earlier
Yep.
about some changes she's made. And one of the things was really going to our Tuesday matinee more often and just getting some practice time. just throwing rocks, one after the other, and really being able to practice, refine your delivery. It's hard to do often in a league format. You throw 2 rocks, sweep 6. Throw 2 rocks, sweep 6.
Absolutely. The time to learn is in a practice.
Okay, up, good.
How to improve your delivery. You're learning strategy during games.
No other way to do it. And it is 3. So after the second N, it is Space Cadets 3, Inglis 1. So while I'm sure that Team Inglis is upset with the 3, they are certainly still in this game. 2 points is easily makeable, especially in a 500.
I think they're thrilled that it's not 4.
They probably are.
Yep. Let's bring it in. All right, that's pretty good.
All right, Mark, same thing.
Okay, so
let me go.
Linda's asking for draw around cover. They have their center guard, and Andy had chosen to do a corner guard.
Sweep, 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 all the way, all the way, all the way.
Sweeping, trying to get by the front. Not gonna quite make it.
Far as you can over. Okay.
We're gonna switch the cameras now. Our all-purpose gentleman, yes, and Dobbsy does it in a beautiful fashion because he's a lot taller than I am. And the yellow shot is on the rings. So with the 2 guards up front,
Mine's a bit tight.
Andy has elected to have Stacy draw around.
Great. Yes. Okay, whoa.
And it's going to be tight. Looks pretty good.
Yep.
Sweep it, sweep it.
Yep.
He did wreck. But I think it might have had to wreck a little bit
Almost
because it was a little heavy. So at least they saved the shooter. It is wide open.
No, I was trying to wick it off that way.
I think Andy is very happy with the wick there. That rock had hack weight on it.
It did.
And it wound up on the tee line.
Yep.
Right in front of the tee line even.
Hit and roll.
So Linda's being very aggressive and calling for the hit and roll out of Marcia Allen. And the shot's away. No sweeping yet.
Sweep!
Now she's calling for the sweep.
Hard, hard, hard!
They're holding it.
All the way, all the way. Shoot.
Okay, you just heard what happened. Just went by.
Nice try.
Sorry. Right here.
Linda very encouraging of her teammate. It was very close. And that could have been a line call. That could have been an ice call. Could have used just a tad more ice because I think the weight was there.
Yeah, needs to curl a bit.
Okay, Craig's
here.
shot's coming in. It looks a little heavy.
It's coming now.
Waiting
Yeah,
for it
looks
to
like it's there.
curl.
Looks like it's back. Yeah, go Stacy. Yeah, let's bring it here.
Okay, they're bringing it in. Just not curling
Yeah,
around
Stacy,
cover,
Yep.
but
Okay, well, it's
right
fine.
on
That's
the button. So it did curl around pretty nicely.
All right, Marcia, way to come this way, hit and roll.
Good shot.
Hit and roll.
Now, some of our viewers might be confused and be wondering why Andy, in the skip position, isn't just yelling sweep and don't sweep. He's actually yelling out a specific player's name.
Aha.
Sweep, sweep, sweep,
And it's
sweep.
one of the newer techniques in curling that's really catching on awfully quickly.
Called directional sweeping.
I don't like that term.
You don't. What would you
It's
prefer?
going over. Never mind.
Single
Up,
curler sweeping or single broom. Direction implies that it's almost joystick-like.
Even top 12's fine.
And at least at our level, I feel like it impacts the rock, absolutely. But it's not that effective. But it does definitely, you can get a little more line judgment by using one sweeper rather than two.
Yes, Judy.
The theory being that we were actually being counterproductive in some of our sweeping
Exactly.
Okay, wait, wait.
in the past.
It's not only about how warm the ice is
right
getting,
here's okay too.
but about the
You're
scratches
there.
the broom puts in the ice as it goes
Freeze is
past.
fine.
One of the discussions
good.
that was
I like that.
considered at Nationals is whether or not they're going to eliminate hair brooms.
I saw that, and you know, I've seen a couple of videos online
Right in here.
that purport to be examples of the effectiveness of a hair broom when it comes to line. And
Yes.
I'm not sure how much of an impact a hair broom has at the club level, you know, where we don't have championship level rocks. I would be very interested to do an experiment here on the Potomac ice to see, hey, what happens when you have one broom? What happens when you have one equalizer
Okay,
head?
it's got to curl.
What happens when you have one horsehair?
It's got to curl.
And really seeing the difference with as much as we can,
It's going
as
on
much
through.
factors under our control
Here's
as
two.
we can make.
Well, even at the national level, and Russ just threw that a little bit hot, and so he's back of the house. Andy is sitting 3, 2 right behind each other in the 4-foot, and the third shot is in the 8-foot.
This is
So-
setting up to be a big end for
It
Potomac.
could be, because now he
Yeah,
has
top 8.
the ability
Top eight,
to
top
throw a
12.
guard. He's asked for a guard in the house, but protecting the 2 rocks in the 4-foot. Let's see what he
Low
gets.
line. Go
Oh,
left
looks
to
a
line.
little
Looks very wide.
wide. Then again, if it's
curling
lighter,
Yeah, at least pretty close.
Look at it move back.
it is
Yep.
moving very
Wow.
nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Really moved nicely. She had great
Oh, yeah.
weight on that.
Okay, well, that's
They
good there.
have to be very
That
happy
works
with
out
that shot. My goodness.
Two. Over here,
Wow.
over here.
Good, Judy.
It's even, I'm not sure it's out counting the red back, the stone in the back, but they don't, that's not so much the issue as they've got a nice setup here to score big.
Absolutely.
From this side.
Now there's a couple holes for Linda. She's lined it up very nice for a hit and roll to be on the button. And that would be really hard to get out.
Here it comes. It's not moving much. She's
It's,
waiting for
it's
it to
inside
move.
out. It takes a while before it starts to move. But once it goes,
They're calling for a sweep. Does get a tick. And she is
Oh, sorry.
second shot.
that's not the perfect result she wanted,
But
but
it's a lot better than what she was looking at.
that's still really nice.
Andy's looking for a come around to that wonderful guard that Judy just threw. And to come to back to, she has room to come back to shot
Line's
rock,
good.
or second shot.
Absolutely.
Line's
And if
pretty
you
good.
wind up ticking off your yellow in the top of the 12-foot,
Not a problem.
Yeah,
you expose shot rock,
Close.
second shot, and
Craig.
They're looking at it.
Great.
Looks
Yep.
good. Looks really good. Judy's got great weight tonight.
wow, what a throw!
Nice shot.
That was fantastic.
That's really good.
Just squeaked
Great
by
shot,
the
Dave.
guard.
Andy,
Taps.
Andy called that beautifully.
Whole team shot there.
Yep. No. That's one of those shots where you have to be patient and wait for it. And he did, and he swept just at the right time and got a great result. So now Andy is sitting 2, and he's got Linda thinking.
Come down.
Absolutely.
Hit on that. We're not going to get shot.
On a second glance, this
Nice
is
shot.
still very, very good for Andy.
There's
There's a couple holes for Linda to come down, and there's so much in the back of the house that if Linda gets another rock into the 4-foot, it's going to be hard for Andy to get more
her
than
out.
one.
Yep.
If I were Linda, I would definitely be thinking about coming down to the yellow rock on the back of the 4-foot circle.
And I think that is the call.
Okay, we're gonna.
Mostly she's trying to draw in, but she's using, she knows that she has that for backing.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's right. I got 2 stones left. I forgot about that.
She's going to try and freeze to it.
Okay.
It's definitely there. Wonder what we could do.
Okay.
Possible, yeah, depending on where the... Yeah. Well, that's in a nice
All right.
spot there.
Remember
to do
last
that.
game where we... I may need your help again at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. The shot is away. Looks good. They're waiting for it to curl. Waiting for it to come.
This looks pretty good.
It looks good. It really looks good. It's coming in. Is it coming in enough?
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice. So, as you mentioned earlier, pretty tough for her to get to shot rock, but she has definitely made herself second shot.
Yeah.
That was on the heavy end of what she wanted, which, I mean, it leaves Andy room to come down and do a little tick and roll in.
Yeah,
Do the
but
same
she's gonna jump
thing
right
with
here.
a little, and with a little less.
I don't mind just coming to it. Like, we're 1 already. If we can get here. Sit 2, frozen. You like that? I think so. It's curling over a lot at the end, so yeah, I think that should work.
The only rule is, Andy, don't be late.
Yeah. Think backing.
Think your sweepers are tired.
Okay, if they freeze. Okay. If we get slightly to the inside, then we'll be 2.
Tuesday afternoons. John.
Yeah, we're 1, yeah.
Practice.
Yeah, on the button on the left.
Yep.
Wow, can't see much of that from here, can we? Curls a lot at the end, though, I think. Should be all
Here's
right.
the running commentary from Andy.
Did they have to sweep that one?
All right.
Just give me one. Good.
Shots away. Weight looks good.
Line's okay. Craig, get ready. Craig, yep. Hard.
Oh, it does look a little light.
It's going to
Is it?
overcurl.
I think it's going to overcurl.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a tad light.
Okay.
And he still has shot rock,
That's
well
interesting.
protected.
Yep.
Ah,
You know, I wonder if,
We
Yeah.
got him held to
it's
one
really
right
swingy
now.
there.
So if I block
I mean,
that
we were-
ball,
you know, I wonder if Linda
ran real straight, so I'm not sure what.
could come
Sure, either, but
right down the center line
or I
swinging his
can
time
come
was
down
on.
and do a takeout on the 2 yellows in the 4-foot circle.
Not
She's-
sure she can get by that front guard. That's not that.
It'd be real thin,
Yeah,
Right.
but
she's looking at that area at least.
Yeah, I only.
Russ is signaling a guard to her.
anywhere to block this one from being
Which is, you know,
promoted.
stranger things have happened. But we could even maybe tap
So-
that yellow just 6 inches, right?
Yeah.
Per second. All right. It's not bad.
Okay. I don't care if I'm right over the hog, just anything to prevent them from promoting that yellow straight ahead.
Okay, so she's going in defensive mode, and she's going to try and make sure that they can't use that front yellow.
The yellow,
Yeah, I think I like to play it soft weight, though.
this
to promote.
yellow
Yep.
to the left of his
A
broom.
little bit of a safe shot,
Like
but forcing a steal of
If I
1
cover up
is
both, I'm
the goal,
fine with that too.
oftentimes, when you don't have the hammer.
That's right. Forcing him to take
You know what I
one.
mean? Just like a back line or something.
I think I need further out.
I agree with you, Linda.
She signaled to Russ, move the broom.
Okay.
He's reluctant. He
And
moved
I'll
it
probably
a
need to-
tad.
He moved it a solid foot. But
Oh, he did? I couldn't see that.
Yeah.
That didn't look like it was that much.
he was just outside the red.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, here goes the rock. Linda is looking for a guard.
Lock it
And
up,
it's-
lock it
it's
up,
over the
lock
hog
it up.
line.
Don't promote it. Don't promote it.
No danger in that, Linda.
No, no danger in that. Question
Not
is,
much danger
where
in that.
is it going to end up?
I'll take that.
Didn't quite do what she was looking for.
So
It blocks one of the
Thank
promotes.
you.
It doesn't
I
block
think I
both
was
of the
for, like,
promotes.
back line.
I mean, she certainly was looking for a 2 guard and not a, a 4 in the house. But
Yeah, like
it
that.
helps.
Yeah.
Opens up some risk
think
factors
so.
for Andy. Makes him think twice.
Yeah.
Yep,
Do you like that?
and that's what you want to do.
Not a lot of risk of doing it this way. All right. I'm going to try and tap that yellow straight back.
So the tap back is
Yeah.
still there.
So I'm going to throw like back line to hack. Should still curl a lot.
Yeah. It's the signature.
Yeah. All right.
Concentrating really hard on this shot. Shots away.
Yes, Craig.
Looking
Whoa,
for the
whoa,
curl. Needs
whoa.
to curl a little bit. He's called them off. Getting the curl.
Got it.
Oh, it looks like it might hit it a little too thin. No? He did it.
Ah.
Not
No, he
quite.
didn't. He didn't. I thought it was going to roll in.
Yeah. It
Good
was-
try. Good try,
Absolutely.
Andy.
That will be 1 point for Potomac Inglis. They will
Something happened.
be down 1. Wait, was that? That was Hammer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Hammer. Good.
Yes.
I saw him standing around. I'm like, what's going on?
For this.
Yes.
So after
Absolutely.
3 ends, it is Space Cadets 3, Potomac Inglis 2.
Guard.
So obviously
line.
without Hammer, he's chosen Stacy to
Okay.
put up a center guard.
Yeah, I think it's light too. Yep. Yep. You sure?
We've got quite a warm room crowd tonight. Nobody's
So-
moving. They're all still at their
Sorry about
tables.
the last one, guys. No, it's not.
A lot of camaraderie going on.
Absolutely. I mean, with great food, great drinks, and great company,
Why not?
people always stick around.
Great Friday night jamboree.
Absolutely. And especially with the weather the way it is outside.
Yeah.
Oh no. Stay indoors, enjoy some more Three Brothers pasta, have a drink, yeehaw.
Got another plug in there for Three Brothers. Good for you.
Okay, that's right.
Okay, it seems like the
Sweep
leads
it.
are all of a sudden having a little bit of trouble with weight.
Nice job, Mike. Okay,
Stacy's
good,
didn't
good.
make the hog. This
It's
one
a
is,
high center guard.
yes, a high center guard.
Yeah, I wonder if it isn't this sheet. I've played on sheet B recently, and you know, sometimes in the 3rd or 4th end, you get a little hump in the ice.
Gets sluggish, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay, well then.
I have experienced that as well.
I mean, if you get it over the hump, you're good. But if you're a little light at all on your draws or guards, it just
Try it.
dies on you.
Okay, and it looks like Stacy has drawn around pretty nicely. Hopefully she will stick around. It's come around cover, but it's back in the 12-foot.
Rock and play.
But that's a good stone for her.
Absolutely. I like the line on it.
Yeah.
It overcurled a little, but fine line.
Yep.
She made a nice adjustment after her hug. Okay, Mike Jones is coming up. Looks a little hot. No, there, it's coming down nicely. Actually, I think they ought to sweep this one. Nope. And now it's reversing handle.
There's the T and it came back.
And that was really interesting. Try and follow that down.
Well,
He's gonna attempt to.
Okay, so Andy has called for hack weight for Craig to take out the rock that ended up on the button, but we're not sure how.
yes, yes, JD,
Yes. Hard.
JD,
Yes, hard.
hard, hard, keep going.
Hoping to get it on the inside and kick it out.
Good see, guys.
Go, Andy. He started just watching it rather than realizing, I got to sweep.
Uh-huh. That needed every breaststroke that was applied to it.
Absolutely. And it was well done.
Before and after the guard.
Yeah.
Sweeper's going to be breathing hard after that one.
Andy's choking a little bit.
Hit and roll in. If you take it out, that's fine too.
So Linda's called for a hit and roll. Hopefully to get under cover of that long guard out front. Put it back where she had it before Craig made that great take. Ooh, looks a little,
I know.
wide
Got a
here.
curl. It's got a curl.
Not going to come in, I don't
Got
think.
a curl.
No, just
Not
got
enough.
a little wide.
Okay.
So Andy's now calling for something in the 8 foot around that long center guard.
Line's okay. Yeah, L curl.
They're looking at the line. They like the line. It's coming in nicely. Question is the weight. Oh, it died.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. As
goodness.
far as you
That
can.
just absolutely died. It
That's
was
tough
coming
break.
very nicely.
Yeah.
It died.
I think it picked.
I don't mind it, though. It's not a fantastic result, but for something where the rock went a little weird on you,
Yeah,
he's going to use that rock later in the
he
set.
can. He can. Definitely. But it definitely picked. They were cleaning the ice after because it was coming nicely to come around the guard.
Might be an early flat spot, although it is only the 4th hit.
Okay, Linda has called for a draw around on the other side.
Watch it curl.
This looks a little heavy.
No, she's calling for the sweep.
I think
she wants to come back on.
Yeah, use the backing.
Yep.
Up.
And she sits shot as a result. Tapped it back just a little, tapped the yellow back just a little bit. So Andy's now going to have to try and follow that down.
Tap it back.
Judy's first shot's away.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, Craig, yes.
Asking for a sweep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, keep going. Yep.
Oh, yes, sweep it.
Yes, hard.
Hard for everything.
Yes. Hard for weight, hard for line.
It's gonna
All
wind
the
up-
way.
It's a really nice rock.
Very nice. Very nice. Shot rock.
That's really good.
That was excellent team shot.
We do want to bring our viewers a quick score update on our other sheets. On
actually better than
sheet
the shot
A,
that shot, so,
the
I'm pretty happy with that.
House of Substitutes currently trails NC Curling, a score of 1-2 there. NC Curling is in the lead.
Bad breakthrough on that
On
last
sheet
one.
C,
Yeah.
Heather, Janet, Heather, and Heather are
good.
trailing.
This is one of those.
Dobbs is our groupie. Score of 2-3 there. And over on sheet
Yeah,
D,
it's getting really swingy.
Bucks Philly, Skull Thesis, is currently sitting 2 and leads 2-1 after 3 ends. I'll eventually get that straight.
Do you want to explain the name of that team? Dobbs is our groupie.
Get it out of
Dobbs
the
is our
way.
groupie. I'm a big fan of that team.
Good.
Why would that
Thank
be?
Wow. Somebody can ask me in person.
Let's go this way.
What I find fascinating about that game is my Capital League front end is skipping both teams in that game. My lead is
What?
skipping. My lead is skipping for one team, and
Aha.
my second is skipping the other team.
That's fantastic. That's got to make you feel proud.
Let's try and work this
Yeah,
red
it
one.
really does.
Yep.
Okay, back to our
Try
feature
and punch this
sheet.
over.
We've got a lot of rocks in play.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Oh my.
That's
We
not bad.
now have four rocks out front, and Shot Rock, the yellow, is well guarded at this point. Now there is a run back possibility, and I think Linda's looking at it.
Yeah.
Double run back.
There's the double run back. There's the single run back takeout. I mean, the other.
Side.
That is exactly what I was going to say. Is there is also a draw. The yellow rock is only biting the forefoot, and you could draw from either side to outcount it.
You could. I would actually prefer drawing from the other side, but she's
Same here.
She's elected to come
She's probably thinking about the backing.
on yellow.
Getting in a nice
Yep.
second shot.
Yep.
Sweep!
Calling sweep early.
Sweep!
Early and hard. I
Look
think
at it
he's
move.
come out a little bit light. Yes, I'm not sure he's going to make the house here.
Bring it, bring it,
What do you
bring it,
like?
bring it, bring it.
Yeah.
I'd love to move this. But
Okay.
if we're here,
You
then
warm yet?
still leaves
I
them
know you'd love to move that, Andy,
think
but
it might
I
be time to
don't
take a chance.
think it's possible.
Yeah, you're looking a little.
Tap this back. I don't even mind if
I'm
I
not sure you
spill
could
my
get
own.
that to move that far.
You could certainly
Should
draw
swing
down
crazy,
to
so I
it.
think I
Yes.
gotta go like here.
And hey, we've seen some crazy shots in this spiel. So
It's
But
either
you-
that or we just
go for it.
block this up now. Yeah.
He has options this way.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Ah.
I kind of like his plan B there, where
Yeah,
he
I do
sits
too.
top 12, top 8, something that's promotable.
Yes. You don't have to do it all on your first shot.
Nope.
So I'm gonna try
And-
and get a bit aggressive, score some more points. I'm gonna try and draw down to the red one and tap it back, because then we can sit 3. We're sitting 1 right now.
We're sitting
Yeah, so like-
second.
Well, yeah, that also. So if we can, I'd like to try to steal more than 1. But I think it should swing a lot here. So
The nice thing about looking at the scoreboards across the boards
yeah,
is that the games are nice and close.
yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
Well, let's just try it. I think we'll have to.
Good competition.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of back and forth here, a lot of trading the hammer quite often.
Yep. Okay, Andy's shot is away. He's looking to come down to that back red. He's waiting for.
Craig,
oh,
yes.
it looks like they need to sweep
Yes.
it. It looks like it might
Yes.
need some sweeping.
Gotta go!
It's awfully close.
Yep, get it by, get it by.
Not quite.
Didn't quite get it by, but they're still sweeping it in.
It's an okay result. It opens up the path towards
It
that red in
does.
the back of the house.
Almost. It's
It's
really
stuck
swinging.
on the ice.
Good try, guys.
He had
It
good
didn't
weight on
move.
that.
Absolutely. It was
That was a good weight for that
just
shot.
back line,
Yeah,
maybe
well,
a
that's the
little
trouble,
more.
right? You go like
Yep.
3 inches further out and it's into the sideline.
Okay.
That was a good try.
Just draw in, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Linda's looking at the same thing now.
Yeah.
And it's there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. He's got to drop full floor, so.
Okay, just draw in.
We're looking for 2 right now, right?
Sure.
This is my first experience with the Raymond J. Kayser, and I'm impressed with the caliber of curling.
We have some quite talented curlers here in our rookie group in the GNCC, and I always am impressed by really just the level that everyone rises up to.
Yes,
meet
and
the
that is the thing. This is what happens: is you see that level rise with the competition.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sure some of us are inspired by watching the recent national competition.
Yes.
You see them make some shots, like, oh,
I think you have to throw it and then
yeah, that was there. I can do that. And sometimes you do it.
Why
and
not?
it's beautiful.
Okay, Linda's shot is coming down. They're sweeping. I'm not so sure they want to keep sweeping because I'm afraid it's a little hot. Okay. She did what she wanted to do.
Wow.
It is second shot now. But she's also shown Andy.
Shown her the path to do it.
Yep. Then again, she has hammer, so.
So you think like control?
If I were Andy, I wouldn't
Do you like that?
come
I
down
like
to
this.
that rock. I would throw a lightish draw where your plan A is just to draw to the button,
Yes.
but your plan B is be light, be a guard, and block the path so you absolutely steal
Make
one.
sure you steal one. I agree.
let's do it.
I wouldn't come down to that because you've just then given
Even if we
her
jam it,
a
we should
target.
still sit 2 or
Yeah.
3, so.
And you might even build it up enough where she can come down, sit on you,
I'd
and
love
wind
to
up being shot.
Shot.
inside roll,
Because
or
Andy's
even
is
outside
just
roll,
biting
either
the
way, but
forefoot.
nose is
Yep.
probably the worst.
It's amazing
And
how
we're backing them up so that
like
she
that?
could actually end up. Yeah, I really hope he would
Yeah, we're still one.
rethink what position he
So-
wants here.
well,
Let's give it a try.
it is a very aggressive shot.
Sorry.
Or, I always get confused with this, aggressive or defensive, because here it's really, it's giving Linda the opportunity for one, but it's also, if you make it, saying, hey, I'm just going to sit
Whoa.
4. So it's a little bit of both.
Oh,
No,
he's
no, no.
no, it's come with a lot of weight.
Stacy.
Though he needed weight for the
Stacey!
line.
I think it's gonna.
Little chip out.
Oh, well,
It helps.
There you go.
Okay.
He's now sitting
pretty good.
2.
Yep.
So that was not a plan that we had on the radar.
Not enough.
But
I
hey,
will pretend that I meant to pick it.
you just heard Andy say he's gonna pretend he meant to make that pick. Go with that.
Thank you.
Sometimes you just fake it.
Yes. Why not?
Okay, drawn in.
Yeah, I know. It's. But they were shot, so I had to.
And Team Potomac Inglis teammates are all cheering that miss.
Absolutely. I'm sure it was a plan E,
Yeah.
plan F.
Uh-huh.
It was
Somewhere around there.
in the playbook somewhere.
Uh-huh.
That back part you never really turn to.
Hey, they aren't taking it back.
That's for hangover spiel.
That's right. Okay.
Hard!
They're sweeping. How much weight does she have?
It's a little light.
It's looking too light. But then again, they're coming up.
This looks close. I think she's got it.
Oh, nice draw.
And she did.
Look
Lovely
at-
draw.
Nice.
And the cowbells come out.
Very nice draw, Linda.
A lot of pressure.
That,
Drawing
that
against 2.
that's a 3-point flip.
Yes, it is. And that's
You
why
got
they
one?
pay the skip the big bucks
You got one?
to make those draws.
Absolutely. It's it's an
Okay,
infinity
thank you.
percentage more than they pay the lead.
Thank you, sweepers, is all I can say. Okay.
And Linda is right. Thank you, sweepers.
Yes. Always thank your sweepers.
Center guard.
It's like tip your waiters. Thank you, sweepers.
Yes.
The job is often unspoken because they're too busy sweeping. All right. Mike Jones delivering lead for Space Cadets here.
Sweep!
Linda calling for the sweep. That may be a little adrenaline release from her last shot.
That was a very emphatic sweep.
Yes, it
job.
was.
Good job, Mike.
I think Linda's very happy with how that end turned out.
Sorry.
As she should be. And here comes Stacy's first shot.
Okay. Mine's not bad.
They're starting to sweep.
Yeah, okay. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it over, Carl. Let's leave it there. That's pretty good.
And she's thrown a very nice corner guard. On the right side of the
Mike.
sheet.
If you're up here, I'm fine too.
And she pointed to the front of the house. So if they pull it in, she's happy. If they leave it out there with the free guard zone, she's happy with that. Looking a little bit heavy. Oh, no, now he's sweeping. Pulling it over, pulling it over.
Yes. Very nice.
Very nice. That came in nicely at the end.
Sweepers. Sweepers.
So now Andy has elected to try and draw in with Stacy's second shot.
Yes! Where's the weight?
Fortunately, I think she's a little narrow.
Whoa,
She is going to wreck. Question is, what kind of a promote is this going to be? Okay.
Okay.
So now that they've got two corner guards, all they have to do is start running off those rocks in the middle. Unfortunately, Red's going to put it up another guard. Yep.
Plug up the hole.
That's the call.
You know,
Nope.
draw in here.
Changed her mind, decided to draw in.
Come through.
And the shot's away. No sweep yet. Looks like it might have reversed handle. Yes. Unfortunately, that's going to be
Going
OB.
out. Okay. Thank you. Nice shots, Mike.
Do this. Play hack weight. If you take the guard, it's fine.
This strategy reminds me a little bit of an old, the Silver Fox. That's what we called him. He said you can't get two going for one. And Andy has chose to go for shot rock rather than the guard. I'd rather see him go for both.
Yep, Stacy. Yep. Yep.
Okay, it did curl a lot.
Okay.
And he got the guard. Working on sweeping it through and didn't quite do it. It's a biter on the back 12 foot.
Right up here.
I think Craig needed a little more weight for that shot. Easy to say now. Okay, so now Linda has called for the draw again.
Okay.
This one looks better. Coming in nicely.
It's more than. That's good.
And she's chosen to leave it as a guard. happy with that.
Draw.
So Andy's going to use that path now, asking Craig to draw in. The port's narrowed just a little bit, but there's still plenty of room.
Yes!
Okay, he's called for the sweep.
Judy!
Looks like he's
Whoa,
by. Yeah, now calling up. He is by.
Oh dear.
Oh, a little heavy.
Okay.
They did have to sweep, though, in order to get it by the guards. Tough line there. All right, so Craig is through the house.
Plug it up.
Yep.
Up here is fine.
And she's moving out further. Yep.
Okay. Light is fine. Sweep!
What have you heard on the ice
Get it
conditions? They've had to do some adjustments for the weekend, I know, because it got colder.
Good job, good job.
I do
The
believe
ice
that's
team.
right. Well, one of the big adjustments they
Okay,
made
perfect.
was we have
Thank
a
you.
water line running on the inside of our ice shed,
Yes.
and they installed heating tape on
Aha.
along the water line because, as some of you may be aware, we actually had an issue over Snowzilla
Yes.
where because it was so cold and because no one was using our facility for a couple of days, that ice line actually froze.
Yep.
And when it warmed up afterwards, it burst. And so our entire ice rink flooded. And in order to prevent that from happening again, our ice team decided to, as a
That's okay.
quick fix
all right.
that's kind of permanent, install heat tape along that pipe so that when the temperature of the water gets below 38 degrees, automatically the heat tape turns on and just keeps that pipe warm enough to prevent another burst.
Sounds good to me.
Something here.
Absolutely. And of course,
If you
there's
can draw
always the
in,
normal,
that's fine, too.
pre-event scrapes and lots of pebbling and nipping patterns to pull any
Plug it
material
up,
out
I
of the
don't care.
ice, any imperfections, make sure it's nice and level so that we get really good curl and really good speed
Okay.
for this event.
I haven't heard any complaints so far. Have
Not
you?
yet.
Good.
Oh,
Sweep!
when it gets a little late at night here and a few more teams have been eliminated,
Then we'll hear it.
absolutely.
Yep, get it over, get it over, get
Okay,
it over.
so Linda is doing a fantastic job of protecting her house.
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
Absolutely.
And she's done it again. She's built a wall there. Andy is going to have some real challenges to figure out how to score here. He's going to have to do some promoting, I think.
That is just a massive wall of guards.
Yeah.
I know that you only have 3 rocks left, but I think
Ah.
you need to spend one of them cleaning that
Cleaning
mess
it
up.
out.
It is.
Thank you.
And that's what he's
Thank
thinking.
you.
that.
Good job. Really good job. Have
You know,
guards
you
even.
need to give yourself a
this one?
path to the
To the
button.
forefoot.
Yeah, but then you're just here.
He is challenged, trying to figure out how to get.
I do like his initial call where he was hitting
Yep.
the outside
We don't
of
draw
the,
path, so I think we move this one.
of the right red rock, exactly where he put his broom right
Yep,
there.
yep.
I like that because your
Yeah.
shooter's not going to get in the way, and
Move it over. Yep.
you should create a nice big
I think
big
we
Yeah.
hole.
Huh?
And he put his broom down not
Well, we
where I
were
expected.
I
good
didn't
call for
expect
him,
this either.
yes.
He's coming the other
For
way,
us,
and
we were sitting 2.
here we go.
We'll see what happens.
And think,
And
yeah.
she's thrown
Yep.
some big weight.
It needs it.
I actually think it's on the
Whoa,
yellow.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, no, he's missed. Okay. And she did a great job of clearing a path.
That, you even saw the shooter roll back up the ice a little bit.
Yes.
And overlap the other red guard. This is very nice. Linda can no longer completely plug that hole.
Up.
Yep.
She's either going to leave a hit at that red rock or she's going to leave a path to the forefoot.
Her goal is to guard again.
Guard it back up.
Good end.
Yep. You're right. Skip throwing guards. It's a good end.
But Judy did a fine job of clearing the right side of the
needs to
house,
get
of the
the
front of the
guard, though.
house on that shot.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And she threw good weight.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's always a
All
little
right.
nervous when you throw up weight.
Yeah.
I mean, can you keep the line, which
Anything
is
over
even
the
more
hog.
important on an up weight shot.
Well, Linda's had great draw weight all night so far, so let's see what she does with this guard attempt.
Sweep!
I agree with her.
It's not too heavy,
Up.
but it's curling a ton.
Well, it needed to keep it on that line for a little while, and then she needed to come up, and she did.
Ooh.
Oh.
I wish she'd gotten a tick off that guard.
Yeah.
I mean, this rock certainly helps. It really takes down a lot of your options to hit shot rock. You can still hit it, but
It's still there, but it really did make it more difficult.
it's an awfully skinny bit of that rock you can see.
Plus, the shooter may not stay.
Yeah, you have to hit it perfectly in order to get your shooter to stick around and move that red rock out of the house.
But
Nice
he knows
job on
he's
this
got
shot.
to play on it.
Oh,
The only
It's-
other option, no, he could do a
considering the
draw.
sweetness, that was
He
you've
could.
done
He's
really,
likely
really
to
well.
wind up exposed
Watch it all the way.
and leave Linda with an open hit, but the draw is absolutely there.
Not trying to follow their example. And it's working.
He's looking at
And
the
what?
draw.
And-
It's working.
Yes.
You know, I wonder if the draw path is even there to the button. I know that looks like an awfully big hole, but if you're coming outside in and you're skinny by
Okay,
the
make
right
him
yellow
think.
guard,
You would
Are-
end up on the red.
yeah, you're going to end up on the red, which
Oh no, I
I-
would have thought call him up
it's
sooner.
not a
so it
great
just kind of died out there.
option, but you could just come down and freeze onto shot red rock.
Yeah.
You're going to count on Linda to throw a guard again, but
Now he's asking how
So
much
just like
can Craig
last
see.
time.
Yeah.
Thinking.
there's not a lot of great options.
No, very difficult shot.
And unfortunately, the batteries on Andy's
think I
mic appear to
probably
have
should
run
have drawn
out,
in
so we,
instead of
we're
trying to
unable
guard it
to
up.
peek into the conversation here. I'll see if I can't snag him during the next end to replace his batteries.
So do you think with this ice he's going for a little tap back? He's just trying to, or come,
I think this is about a hack weight.
so he's coming with,
Fifth end.
okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah. And if
I
you
lost
wreck
track
on
for a
the
moment,
red
too.
guard, I don't think you mind that too much. As long as you make contact with something. Over curling is better than under curling. I think I gotta sweep it right now.
They're waiting.
But
It does need,
no, I was wrong. There comes
Now
the
he
move of
comes.
the end.
it was a little tap back.
Yeah, it
All
won.
right, all right.
Okay, if I
Still
kick-
shot,
Yep,
the
knock it
red
out
was
and stick.
moved, and it's still shot, but the yellow is in position for play. Now, it probably, Linda is going to try and take it out.
Oh yeah, Linda, open hit, just hit,
Okay.
sit nose. You're gonna sit
Knock it
three
out.
Yep.
and
Just hit it and
really
stick.
block Andy's
Thank you for
path.
doing
that.
forward.
I'm not coordinated enough to lean over without falling over. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I think I need a little bit less ice, but I'm going to go with it.
Listening to Linda. Very descriptive.
Absolutely.
Okay, here she goes.
Sweet!
Oh, she came out a little narrow.
Yeah, she pinched it at the end.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that's going to
I
crash
think
on the yellow
that's going to
guard.
wreck on either yellow or red. And it wrecks on the red. So, Andy, you got a delicate tap back.
He's got the raise for one.
Yep.
He's got the draw for
I
one.
was narrow.
You know,
Can you spill them both on? Could you possibly?
you could play the split
Yeah.
off your own yellow rock, kind of a heavy
Throw 'em
split,
above.
and you might squeeze two out of this. The other option, which is kind of risky, would be to use the middle left yellow guard and do an angled run back onto the red. That's an awfully long run back.
I don't think he's looking at that one.
No, I wouldn't throw that one unless I desperately needed 2 points in the 8th end.
Yeah.
I think the better option here is throw the draw, make sure you get one,
Yep.
and be down one without hammer. That's okay.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
I always have to remind myself to think about what's the worst possible thing that can happen here.
Sorry about that.
Make
I was
sure
looking at the
you
broom,
don't
not
come
where
anywhere
I knew
near
I
that.
needed to throw. I saw it when I
And,
went down there.
You know, looking
And
at
then
this ice, I think he's throwing slightly heavy and going to try and curl around the guard and hit the red rock directly.
It was fine. It was just.
Because this is not,
This is not ice for a tap back, for a promote.
not at all.
So now he's thinking again.
His front end is discussing the shot with him. And
Are we close? We're closer in, I think. I think we're shot. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he believes that he can get around the front yellow guards, and I'm not sure he can move with the weight he needs to throw. I'm not sure he can move the red.
I think it's too little ice.
Yeah.
You'd have to do more ice and less weight. And
Yes.
oh, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
And
He's
Andy
not.
comes.
He's thinking about it again.
Yeah.
He's not sure either.
Yeah.
I think they've decided that's not a great shot. Yeah. I like this much better.
Yeah.
Higher percentage.
Throw T-weight.
T-weight. T-weight.
Yep.
You've got the draw or you've got the promote. The risk of giving up one, it was just too high here, doing that other shot.
Huh?
Okay,
I know,
he's
but
finally
they're
ready.
trying to go for two.
And here we go. There's no sweeping occurring. They're still looking at it. Now they're down. Doing a little sweep. Promote looks good. Here we go. They're sweeping. And he does it. Absolutely wonderful. Nice promote. Well done. And Dobbsy's going to go out and change the battery. We'll get Andy mic'd up again so we can hear all that wonderful thought process going on in his head.
Okay.
Good shot. So the score now is 4-3, 4 for Space Cadets, Linda Kirkman's rink and 3 for Potomac Inglis. And I think that was a very good defensive shot that Andy chose to finally make, and saw his thought process in that last end and realized that that was not a high percentage shot. He chose the safer one and he did it. Good for him.
Come in behind it, Mike. Drawing.
Okay, so lead stones are in play. Stacy threw a guard just off center, and now Linda has chosen to draw in behind.
Sweep, sweep, sweep! Sweep!
It's looking a little light. Not sure it's going to make it.
Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it!
It's going to be in front of
That's okay.
the guard,
Got it down. Okay,
of Stacy's
good,
guard.
Good.
Let's go in.
Okay. So now Andy has chosen to try the same thing. Pull around the 2 guards undercover.
Line's pretty good.
Change the view.
Needs to curl, but I think it will. Yep, yep, yep. Whoa, wait only, wait only, wait only.
Okay, this is looking pretty good.
Looks good.
Really nice. Stacy did a great job. Fantastic. Came undercover.
That's really good, Stacy.
High fives to Stacy on that one.
Come on down, Mike.
So we've got Andy mic'd
Same
up again.
thing.
Good job. Jack of all trades.
Hooray for fresh batteries.
So while you were away, Stacy made a great draw behind cover for her second shot.
Absolutely.
And here comes an attempt to take her out. Well, not take her out, come down to it. So it looks like there's going to be a promote,
Okay.
but didn't do it. So is Andy going to elect
Well, we're
to?
shot.
What is he going to elect
Too
to
late.
do?
Hack.
I actually kind of like freezing on that red or taking it out.
I like taking it out.
Yeah. Little down weight, try and tap and roll undercover. While we have us here in a little bit of a front end pause, we are going to update you on some of our other sheets.
Oh, good. You've got the names, Sarah.
Absolutely. Over on sheet A, the House of
Stacy.
Substitutes is still trailing NC Curling with a score of 1-3, and that is after 4 ends. On sheet C, after 5 ends, Heather, Janet, Heather, and Heather are leading now. Dobbs is our groupie. And over on sheet D, we have a tie game. Bucks
Fantastic.
Philly versus Sweeping Strangers, 3-3 after 5.
What I'm liking very much is that we're not seeing any big ends scored. They're ones, a couple of twos, but mostly ones. It's really nice and tight.
It does mean, though, that that 3 scored by Space Cadets in this game was a decisive 3.
Big time.
Yes. If we can do that.
Okay, so Marcia Allen is bringing down her shot, and it looks like it's going to be a promote.
Sweep, sweep, sweep!
Fortunately, I think it's going to curl a little bit.
Yep.
A little light.
Okay. Crash and bring this one. If we can. Nope. Okay. Yep.
All right, so is Andy going to attempt the take again? He's trying to decide what to do.
Can you still see it?
I think it's
Okay.
worth it.
I do
Same
too.
shot, then.
I agree.
Because even if you lose,
It's a
Lose.
dangerous rock
yeah,
for him.
absolutely. He does still need a big end here,
Yep.
and it'll feel really good
Lights
to
better.
get that one out of the way.
Yep. Whoa! Yep! Whoa, 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 whoa!
It's moving hard
And it
here.
moving.
It needs to.
It's moving.
It looks
It
gorgeous.
looks really nice. Oh, fantastic job. Cowbells on that one, people.
I'm jealous of that rock. Little tick
Fantastic.
and roll
All right,
inside under the guards.
Drawing.
Wow.
That was beautiful. Good on you, Craig. Just the right weight, just to move it through. To me, it looked like it came out a little wide, but with that weight, it came back nicely.
Oh, absolutely. Bravo for the ice call, the sweeping, the sweep call.
Absolutely. Team shot. Love to see those. So Linda is just electing to draw around, and but Team Potomac Inglis is sitting 3 right now on one half of the sheet, well taken care of.
This is going to crash on
This is
something.
going to crash. I'm surprised she's not
Should've
having
had you
anybody
sweep it.
sweeping. And she realizes that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mike, Russ, I'm gonna have you come around this.
so now Andy needs the big
I'm
guard.
gonna have you come around from the other side.
Absolutely.
and
You're
split
sitting
those,
3.
come down
Yeah.
heavy.
And there's this mess up the middle. If you
I
can
think
just
you can do it.
keep it messy,
Yep.
you're in a great position to
Yeah.
steal 2,
Yeah,
at least
but
1.
I think he's
but-
gonna guard that up.
and Linda, you are right.
Yeah,
He's
Stacy,
just
a little bit.
guarding it up.
Looks
This
what
is
it like.
really swingy ice, so they're really having to work hard to. Okay, this looks like an up
Okay,
and
one
over.
at, one at. Good see.
All right,
Good shot.
protected a little bit more of the house.
I really don't like how high it is
I don't either.
You gotta
because,
There's an easy draw around.
and if anybody
can
draws
draw
to the button,
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
just for Linda, it's either you need to clear that mess of guards on the right side, or just beat them to the button. Because as we widen our shot here, you can see there's a lot of guards up front. One of them isn't quite visible on our
Draw in.
close-up view.
For a while, she was looking, I think, at the hit and roll on the other side on third shot.
I
But
like.
she's decided to draw in, which is the smart shot to make.
I certainly like this one versus anything on the right side of our screen.
I agree.
I would personally take out the guards. But you got to know your players, know what they're comfortable with, and
I think that's part of it too. You have to. Can they make that big weight
yeah.
to make that difference? And she obviously knows what
All
her
the way.
husband Russ is best at doing. Unfortunately, he's come up a little light.
Little bit of fresh ice over there, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, I'm
I'm not sure I'm crazy about that guarding.
guarding the guard. No, I would rather actually come through the middle
I agree.
and kind of draw to the outside wings.
Okay.
A little short as the guard is okay.
Looks real heavy.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Get down,
that's
Andy.
the last new one.
Make sure you.
Yep.
Yes,
yep.
yes, sweep. It's so hard skipping
It's
from back
around the
here.
guard.
Yes,
Okay.
Oh,
This is
this is excellent. I like this shot a lot.
It
It's
was-
not what he called, but
no.
man, pile him in there.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly wasn't plan A. But
No.
you can't complain about it.
No.
The only bad thing is it's behind the tee line,
what?
Yep.
but
There is
This?
a path down the center,
I really think there is.
and that I think is what she's
This?
looking at. Oh, now they're looking at the outside?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Okay, can you tap this into this? This red into this red. Okay.
I don't mind that at all.
Well, I think it's an interesting shot.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
Yeah, it's a little complicated. I'd rather see the outside
Okay.
hit and roll.
Yeah.
But
Or the straight draw, but
yes.
I don't know. That draw point in the middle is awfully narrow.
Okay, Russ's shot is away. I'm not sure it has the weight it needs
way
to do
inside.
that. Yeah. No, it's going to curl a lot. And unfortunately now it's going to block the center, so she's not even going to have the opportunity.
We'll see. Yikes.
Yikes.
Oh, it's me.
Now,
Fast.
Yeah.
what does Andy
Yeah,
guard?
actually it was great. I just didn't want to move the guard, so.
You know, is there a, I think
yeah,
looking
what
at our
should we guard
monitor
Like,
here,
they're running out of options.
there's
They've got that raise,
almost
they
a
got this
draw
sit and roll
port
in.
just left of the center line
which I think is easier.
as we expand our view here. Like, you skinny by the left yellow guard, the one almost near the hog line,
It's curling. Like
and then just draw to the button,
It
essentially.
was
Yeah, let's
really
go.
Boy, that
It's
looks,
tough.
that looks really small. That looks like a very small port
yeah,
to me.
come from the
Incredible
center
small
line.
port.
swept and
Just,
promoted
But
it.
you could guard
Edge
that
of the
up.
button on this side. Yeah.
Only thing I can think
I
of
actually like
to
what
do
he's
at this
doing. He's
point
going to
is
guard that
promote
outside
red.
shot because
Yeah.
she likes those hit and rolls.
That's true. She's made a couple
And
of them.
she's made several of them very well. She's not afraid of those.
Laser. I think their easiest shot is a hit and roll.
Yep, that's what he's
Yeah,
saying.
so-
Her easiest shot, so he's trying to take that away from her.
That's true. We keep talking about all these guards through these
Yeah.
draws through these tiny little ports.
Should've
Yeah.
gone
The hit
with
and
my
roll
first
is
Draws are
instinct
getting
to
really
completely
argue,
there.
blow
Yep.
that up.
And you could get shot rock out of the hit and roll.
Darn it.
Yeah, so anywhere over on that side, really.
What? Because you seemed reluctant to blow it up, so I thought, well, I'll have you.
A little discussion going on between the skip couple.
Slow down a bit, right?
I didn't hear the. Sorry, I missed it.
Curling certainly does encourage you to work on your communication skills.
It does.
Line's okay.
Okay, shot's coming
Great.
down.
Yep.
They need to sweep it just to get it over, and it looks like they need to get it over
going,
even
all the way,
more,
all
all
right,
the
you
way, all the way, all
Keep
the way.
going.
Keep going.
It's over.
It's over. I'm not sure how
Okay.
much damage it's going to do. I think
I
Okay.
think it does
That's not
quite a
bad.
bit
Does
of
it?
damage.
I cannot
It's
tell
not
from
bad.
this
Come on,
angle,
make
but
that
she definitely
good
doesn't
guys.
want to play it.
Yeah.
So then it has
Yeah.
done its job.
It takes away the up weight hit and rolls. You could still play like a backline hack, tick and roll in,
Yeah.
but
so it
it
looks
narrowed
like-
the options a lot.
Yeah,
I
it
think
did.
so.
It looks like she's going for the promote on
Yeah, I
her
did,
front
didn't it?
guard.
I like it.
Yeah, I do
You're
too.
looking at the
And
raise
if,
now,
if you
yeah.
miss, then it opens up the path.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yep. Could promote that, or I could try and kick that
Another
out.
thing they could do is open it.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, she's looking at trying
Huh?
center line promote,
Okay.
but I think they've decided on the outside.
All right.
promote.
I agree 100%.
All right,
I
gonna
do too.
promote
The other was way too risky.
ours. Oh.
So they tap this full four, I will officially have side base. But they deserve it if they can do it.
We have a nice crowd watching this game. It's great. Very enthusiastic, curious.
I'm not sure. I'm not
It's one of
sure
my
if the draw is
second
there
favorite things
between
about
our
Bonspiel
red.
is just watching curling.
Yes, I know.
You get to talk with so many different people about what strategy you would call.
Okay.
Yep.
And warm room skipping with no risk is always fun.
Absolutely. I'm never wrong back here.
Exactly. Linda's rock is away.
Sweep!
She's calling for sweep now. It's curling a lot. Wow.
I think we cover that raise now. Well, let's see what this does for
Boy, that curled a bunch.
after the.
I couldn't see when it
Yeah.
when it came out whether she was
Oh.
really that
Well,
narrow or
okay,
it
they've
just
got two
boy, it
raises
just
now.
really dove.
It was a little
Little
down
bit.
weight based on where it wound
Well,
up.
definitely down weight,
But they
yes.
can't
So,
get to.
and I think that just it encouraged
I mean,
it
they
to
could go through the
overcurl.
middle and raise the center red.
Andy, don't mess with
Which
the
one's
middle.
gonna
That would be an easier way.
That's
Yeah, I
my
think we blocked that
Andy,
one.
throw a guard.
don't
So
even
just here.
don't
It's more
mess
open
with
here.
that middle.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little less. Yeah.
Okay, he's going to throw a very light. He needs to throw what he threw last
Well,
time.
I don't know.
I
But
mean-
I wouldn't mess with that. I really wouldn't. He would just open it up.
as a skip, I wouldn't mind hogging this rock. You certainly
They're
don't
both hard.
shoot
You
for
like
that,
I like
No.
guarding this one.
but your
There.
worst possible shot is
Opening it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
center right.
Don't open it up. So now he's changed his mind. He's going to guard the promote.
going to guard the outside promote
No, it's
and
not center,
leave that
it's
middle
center.
mess. And now he's changed back to a center guard.
Well, I can't guard both, but I can guard the center one.
He wants the big guard.
I think it's a
Uh-huh.
little easier.
That's where you tell your lead to lay their
both
body
hard.
across
I
the
can
ice.
take it
It's
out
that
and
party
put
rock.
it
You know
down.
the one, the subs you
right.
get for pizza parties and that kind of stuff?
Yes.
It's the 4-foot long rock.
Yeah.
Right.
Guards half the house
think
at
so.
once.
Absolutely.
All right, so just
The
a
party rock.
1-2.
I'm about to make a really bad joke
There's
about
a
that
draw there.
and the song we already
There
have
was.
picked it for it.
And
I think it's a bit
Party
late.
Rock is in the house
Draw
tonight.
here.
Oh, don't make me sing it. Don't make me sing it.
Please. Oh, he did not want to throw this shot.
Picked.
That,
Okay, sorry, guys.
that's the pro side miss there.
Yes, it is. And as you said, I'd just as soon hog it. You were absolutely
think
right.
we'll
He
hog
hogged
them,
it. So he's going to leave
down
the
the sheet.
challenge
Yep.
for her.
And if
And
I'm
now
wide,
she's
I promote
looking at
that
the
one in.
center.
Yeah.
Make them
You have
make
to
a
do
shot.
bit light.
Yep, and then she certainly has
So when
to.
you're trying to throw a 1, right?
There's doing that, and there's throwing your sweepers, and then
Yeah.
underthrowing.
Yeah, I just underthrew that.
No, Andy was not sure
Yeah,
what
if
to
you
do
want
on
The
that
court
shot.
that I just ran
And it
through.
showed. He hogged it.
Yeah. All right, good end.
If we draw
But
in, we
that's
can
not
get
all
one.
bad.
And overhearing Linda, it looks like she's actually trying the draw
Okay, she's going to draw.
that I think is there.
Right, yeah, I was trying to throw 1. You know.
I kind of want her to make it, just so we
Oh,
see that port is there.
Yeah.
I should have been a bit more
We
positive
always
with it,
want
yeah.
the skip to make the shot.
But they're playing the one we weren't.
But
looking
degree
at.
of difficulty,
High.
Seems like a thing.
We're agreed.
It's hard.
And it's away.
Oh, it's close.
He's got good line.
It's got the weight.
It's pretty close.
Calling for the sweep and looking for the promote.
It is pretty
I
close.
think they want to.
Not quite.
Oh, it needed to curl
Ah.
just a tad more.
Okay, good end.
Okay. Wow.
I think that's 4.
Big steal.
Oof.
Very big steal. They're questioning the number 4 rock a little bit.
I'm pretty
Not
sure it's
questioning
4.
it too much. Okay.
Yeah. So that is
That's
a
a huge steal.
absolutely. It puts
Good try,
Inglis
Linda.
up
How many?
7-4
I'm not sure.
after 6 ends. So with only
Really?
2 ends remaining,
almost
Space
had
Cadets
that.
is going to look to take 2 with a hammer and then steal
close.
to tie the game,
Yep.
and then steal in the extra end.
Swept too far. I thought I had it through the port.
It's tough to get the line on the ice now.
Yeah, I can.
And
Yeah, I
this-
thought I had
it's
it
always
through
nice
the
when you
port.
hear the skips
That's why I didn't yell
discussing.
for them to sweep.
Oh, yeah.
Top 8!
What happened?
What could have been?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Okay. Yeah, keep it going. Yeah. It's dying a bit. Yeah. Keep going. It's really dying now. All right.
Okay, Stacy
that's
made
fine.
a nice.
Okay, good throw.
All right, Mike. Drawing behind it.
Guard.
Ready?
Shoot.
No. Ice is really slow. Eh?
Button 3.
He did.
Up, it looks heavy. Okay, bring it. Sorry.
Okay, so
If it's not heavy, keep going. I know, but I
admonishment.
thought it was heavier.
That's okay too.
Admonishment from the
Just
skip
line.
on the sweep call.
I'm sure the sweepers are a little tired right now.
Yes, they're getting tired. It's a little frustrating. Happens. And here comes Stacy's second shot.
Line's a bit tight. Yes, Craig. Craig, yes.
Neither of those rocks are in the house.
Whoa,
so
No.
whoa, we lost it already. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, keep going.
How much is it
Maybe
going to
here's
curl?
and it's going to
Hopefully
curl
she's
a lot.
not- Yes,
That one just
okay.
really went early. I don't know what happened to it.
Very swingy ice toward getting in the late ends here.
All right, Mike, draw in. Actually, you know what? Draw in from this side.
And now Linda, with being down so many stones, down 3, she's got to change her strategy a little bit.
Rocks in the house.
Rocks in the house. Draw, draw, draw.
We do have some score updates from our other sheets. Over on sheet A, we have the House of Substitutes still trailing, unfortunately. NC Curling leads that game 6-1. Over on sheet C, Dobbs is our groupie, scored 1. Woohoo! And the score is now tied with
go this
Heather,
way
Janet,
again.
Heather, and Heather. They are 4-4 after 6.
Top ours up. That's fine too.
On sheet D, Bucks Philly scored
In
2.
fact, let's play for this
They
anyway.
currently lead Sweeping Strangers, a score of 5-3 after 6.
Line.
So my question to you is, where are all the Heathers from?
I
Pretty
believe
good,
that
pretty
that
good.
is a Potomac team.
Totally Potomac?
Totally Potomac.
Yes,
You had to be a Heather to be on the team?
So I
Yes,
heard a
hard.
little bit about this, and they've
Yes,
formed
hard.
their own group.
Wow.
That is the Heather, Janet, Heather, and Heather group.
It just curled like crazy.
Really, it's the Heather and
Yeah.
Janet group because
That's a good throw.
apparently we have 7 members, all named Heather, and we have 3 members, all named Janet.
All right, Marcia.
Ah,
So they mix and
tap
match
it in.
as needed.
as needed to form the Heather, Janet, Heather, and Heather, or the Heather, Janet, Janet, and Heather. Although they could make a Heather, 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 and Heather team.
They could. Or a Janet. Could they do a Janet, 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 Janet?
No, they'd have to do a Janet, 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 Heather.
Heather. Oh my. So there's a law firm in there somewhere.
Absolutely. The law firm of Heather, 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 and Heather.
Okay, this looks pretty good. If it's going to curl and she's
Might
waiting
work.
for it to
It's gonna
curl.
work. It's gonna work.
It hung a long
It
way,
did.
but
It really
That's
did.
it.
they get a nice
And
little promote.
they did get a nice little bump. And that means red is out-counting, biting the
If you notice,
12-foot,
you
out-counting the yellow that is also
Right.
biting.
Back 8.
So now Andy is going to try and promote his yellow that is biting the 12-foot.
I disagree with this a little bit.
I do too.
I think there's a hole in the middle, and you should attack that red rock in the house.
I would. You
You are-
want to keep red rocks
Yep,
out
Jay.
of play
Exactly. When
at
you're
this point.
Whoa.
Don't give them anything.
One of
Take
the-
out whatever red you can.
oftentimes it's, what kind of mantras can you invent to remember things you should do?
Okay.
And what I remember is when you're
Yikes.
up, when you're up, the guards aren't.
Yep. And in fact, it did cause he did create a lot of
Oh.
havoc on that.
Guard it
Yeah.
up.
Craig is reaching for his throat.
Yeah.
Not happy with that.
Do you think you can
Nope.
draw in?
It was a risky shot.
It
There
was a
wasn't
very risky shot
not a lot of margin for error there.
Okay. Then guard it up.
with not a lot of upside.
Yeah, you were going to sit one.
Yeah. Take red out.
Yep.
Don't give them a way back in. So now Linda is going to take advantage of this and draw in. Although I'm not sure this is going to make it.
Get it over.
Marcia's rock is a little,
That's awfully light.
very light. Actually, they don't really even want it.
I mean, I would love a guard out of this, but it's just not going to
And all
happen,
came out to
unfortunately.
Well, she has hammer. She doesn't want a 1.
Well, you're sitting 2 right now.
Well,
So
We can either do this
mess it up.
or just draw here.
And I don't know. It's certainly
I think
not
we can
plan
go
A.
here.
It's not traditional,
No.
but
Okay, Andy. Play that. I think he's called, yes, he's
Yeah.
called a promote.
nice
A
little
run
raise
back
takeout.
raise takeout.
I like it. And if you, as long as you make the hit the yellow,
Yep.
you'll at least expose the red rock
Yeah.
in the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of
Greg,
light.
you gotta go.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no,
for a
line's pretty
take.
good.
Oh my gosh, I'm afraid they may
Line's
have.
good.
I hope
Keep
they just
going,
don't
yeah, you got
promote it
it.
in further.
I think they
Looks
actually
pretty
called the
good.
draw.
No, he
Hard,
called
hard,
a he called a take, a raised take.
Oh, I just
I don't think
lost
so.
the handle there.
No.
All right, we can use those. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird.
Linda guarded up. I
Up
know
here.
it's not traditional
Do you
to
want
guard the
come
middle
this
when you have the
way?
hammer.
Well,
but
now
way.
she can. Now
Yeah.
she should.
yeah. There's only 4 rocks left for your team.
Guard it up.
Yep. Get your 2.
Since that shot was not made,
Yep.
This side.
the last shot was not made. Russ wants more points. I'm not sure where he's. Oh, he's going to go between in that port down center sheet, down the center sheet of the sheet.
I think that's what he wanted, but I think Linda
right,
convinced
get
him
it
to just get a guard. This rock is unfortunately going to overcurl a bit.
Okay, we can get this over and up. Okay, up.
Actually,
All
they
right.
held that well.
Yep,
Okay.
they did. They did. They did a good job,
Absolutely.
and that's a nice guard.
As we look in the house, we can see
I'd
that
love to do
the
that.
yellow on the center line
Think you
is a
gotta
little
go,
bit higher
Hack.
than the one on the right side. So I don't think the raise with the
No.
left yellow rock is there.
No, there's no run back possibility because of the position of the 2 yellow stones.
Yes, Stacy.
But he is calling to mix it up here.
Yep,
See
you have
what
to.
happens. Yes, he does.
Yep. Hard.
So he is going to get something out of this. Let's see what happens.
Really hard. You got it.
Around the guard.
Oh, well, that's not bad. Good seat, guys.
And he did
Yeah.
mix it up.
He mixed it up. He got one of his yellow rocks into the 8-foot
Yep.
circle.
So she cut him down to Linda down to 1 undercover.
Which for Team Inglis would be great if they could force Space
Yeah.
Cadets to 1.
Keep her to 1 would be the plan, but
If I were Space Cadets right now, I would draw down the center line to your existing shot rock.
I would too.
That's such a narrow path, they can't come down and throw a takeout at it. Except on the right side, there's a raised takeout with that yellow rock on the right side of our screen.
She may be nervous about promoting a yellow, though.
Absolutely. That hole is not big at all.
No.
All right, come through here, guard it up.
Oh, she's looking for a guard rather than to come in.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, why not come on in?
I mean, we're second, so it's pretty good. All right, actually, we're split that, but
Yeah.
I was sure it was going to really
Okay.
carve.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It actually
But
helped
I
that
should've
more.
Okay,
done
let's see
switch,
what Russ
'cause
does.
Yeah,
It didn't feel like it was curling enough.
yeah. Actually,
That's
we
a
just
guard.
rubbed the top yellow on the
Yep.
side.
Get it over.
Which is what was called.
The one rock.
Yeah, we
Get
can
it
run
over.
that. Let's see where this goes.
Bring it over, bring it over, bring it over.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
good.
mind
It's
trying to
right
run
where
it.
she called for it.
Good.
I think so. I'm gonna
So
have to
she
put
got
the
what
bar, I
she
think,
wanted.
Yeah, as long as he knows it.
Because it's gonna carve like this. Or we could even throw like a draw and get here, but I think I kind of like that.
Unfortunately, guarding 1, and
Okay,
then in the
throw-
7th, and you're going to be down 2
I'm gonna throw
without,
it
Without
hammer.
hammer.
Good weight.
In the 8th isn't going to
Like,
do you much good.
Yeah.
Try board. But just watch. It's really gonna
So
swing.
let's
so.
see what Andy's looking at. Is he looking at a?
Well,
I think he's
even go more.
That's a
yeah.
good one.
He's looking at a
He's gonna
run back
try to
takeout,
mix that
Yep.
into
Sorry.
there.
Yeah.
and I agree with the call to move
Why
him
not?
out.
Why not?
Exactly.
You got nothing to lose.
Well, if we
in
hadn't
between
blocked
those
that
two,
up,
yeah.
he could have come
That's
straight
good.
through and
He's just
gotten
trying
it.
to figure out the
I
ice
think I
on
can run
this.
the out.
It's going to be a really interesting line.
Line's kind of hard. It's gonna swing like crazy, but
Yeah.
we
How
can do-
much do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Can you move it enough
gonna
with
throw
that
some easy
line,
weight.
with
Take
that
more
weight,
than just one
with
this
that
way.
line?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay, they talked about it a lot, so see what they do.
yeah. Even if we clear our own yellow out of the way, it's not that bad. Do you like that? Yeah, we got it.
Andy sounds confident.
I can also promote our red.
And the shot is away.
Put it down, I think. Yeah, Craig, go.
Okay, calling
Yeah,
for the
hard.
sweep. Calling for the sweep.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it is curling.
God.
Curling a lot. Gonna ticked on the red guard.
Opens it up a bit.
It does.
Saba. Yeah,
So-
it,
Okay.
it was a little damage. It wasn't that damage.
Doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
Wait about that pitch.
Oh, did it?
I don't know. Do you think it
And I'm not sure there's
No, I
another
think
way
it's
for
just
Linda to get
nice.
another shot rock in there.
But it
I
is
think the
not
only
for
way
next
the only way she has to get to right now
More seconds.
is the left angled raise.
Yeah, I thought I could promote that.
You
in
come
or
around the
roll
guard on the left side into
Can
the
you
red
do
that's
that?
biting.
You think?
I think you can.
Okay.
It's awfully tight, but it's there.
So
And
we'll see what
you
happens.
just need to push it to the button,
But if I promote
or
that
full
one
8-foot
in,
circle. So you need to move the rock about 3 feet.
See,
And that's
this is where Russ's guard
Really good.
is
I mean, I think
coming
I was
back
a
to
little
bite
down
her.
as well, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Still.
If that guard wasn't there, she could run right up the middle,
Right,
do
we
it,
need-
Yeah.
do a hit and roll
Well, we
off the
need
yellow
two.
rock and sit 3.
We
Yep.
need to take 2.
Well, I think it is, but you got the line's still difficult.
This is her first
Yeah, I
shot,
think
correct?
so.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just a
don't
little
see
worried about
what's there.
chipping
I
our own
see
gate
this.
banks,
Okay.
so-
I don't see anything there.
Uh,
I see that one.
I
and
do
see
see
this one.
a double,
How about if I come
a
down?
very, very, very thin double,
Okay.
where you hit the yellow rock on the right side that's biting 12 foot. Not the one all the way right, but the one about 2 feet right of the center line. You just
Okay.
click
Know
off
what
of
I
that
mean
one.
yet, or
Your
do
shooter
what I'm
flops over
trying
towards the
to
center
do.
line and does a heavy takeout on the yellow rock in the 8-foot
Yellow
circle.
accidentally.
You have a vivid imagination.
No, it's
Absolutely.
Great.
Skips are supposed to have a vivid imagination. You imagine all the possibilities,
Right.
even if
Okay.
you've only got like a 2% chance of making
If I could
it.
ever run it
All
back.
right, well, it's definitely given her fits because she cannot figure out what to do.
No, I think
I don't think she's seen your
I
option
gotta
yet.
come here.
It's-
I don't know what I'm doing with that one.
it might not even be there because you have to throw the counterclockwise rotation, and it's going to want to get a flat roll instead of a steep roll.
Sure.
I mean, it's unlikely.
Okay.
What was
right.
Okay.
Well, now, okay. So is she
What
going?
can hitting
She's going
what?
for the promote.
Yeah,
That
she's going for a
red-
straight promote.
I forgot. I think we were promoting it in.
Widen to our shot. Like that. And all the way to the one that's yellow.
I think we were trying. I was trying to kick their yellow out.
As a
I was
groupie, I
trying
have to
hit
give
it
you the
heavy,
score
kick their
update.
yellow
Yes,
out.
please.
Dobbs is our groupie, scored 3 in the
Oh.
7th end. They
Russ wanted me
currently
to do
lead
something with
Heather,
the
Janet, Heather, and
wide
Heather
red one,
by a
and I
score of
have
7
no
to
idea
4
of what.
after 7 ends.
First one is
I can see that you are enthusiastic about
The
that.
promote from this
And
first
Absolutely.
why not? When you have a
Yes.
team named after
That's
you,
what I
I'm their
want.
groupie.
what
Okay,
can you do?
I could do a promote. Let's
And they just
promote
threw it
the
through the
red.
house, so they feel very confident.
Absolutely. At this point, they're looking at just on sheet C, they're looking at just taking out all of Heather's rocks.
Yep.
Okay,
Short there.
Keep it
that
clean.
made sense. Promote the red.
After all that, they've decided that yes, the shot that we had talked about initially, they're going to do promote the red.
Yes.
Oh, on the
they're-
Yeah, I
outside.
would run the
They're
second one,
doing the
I think,
outside
because
one,
you also
which
open it up.
she's
Even
got
if it
2
makes it.
shots at this. And I actually kind of like this now
Yeah.
because if she doesn't get the angle quite right, she's going to open it up a bit, which you hope Andy doesn't go through it,
Really unlucky to do that.
but it's, I don't mind the
think-
switch.
Not sure she has enough weight for this.
You can get it through the
What do you wanna
port.
do?
Okay, it's not going to be the promote.
No, it's
No,
just over curling.
It's just not enough weight.
Stop.
No, it was about a tight guard, top house,
Yeah.
top 4 weight. And it really needs to be about back 8
Yeah.
to move that rock enough. Now she's still going to have the angled raise
Honestly,
all
not
the way
sure
on the
we could even
left-hand
do
side.
that because we can't hit enough of this.
Right.
Because that one. So we're either running it this way or we're on the inside.
So Andy's going to try again.
Yeah.
Might as
I
well.
let go too late.
Why not?
Just try and nose it.
Want to go up to it?
Yeah, go up to it. Still need more, I think. Yeah. I see an unconvinced face. You seem unconvinced. You look unconvinced.
I let go
Yeah, you like
too
that?
late.
Okay.
All right, a little
I'm
discussion.
gonna
They want to
throw
make sure
normal,
that
yeah.
everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to
I
agree.
just got all
Absolutely.
tangled up. That was the one that I wanted to do to begin with.
What was the last one?
Yes,
Bumper?
that was the one I saw
Why?
for a while.
We're trying to give
okay,
Andy a
control
read on how much weight he threw last time to figure out how much he should adjust.
Quick score update over on sheet A. House of Substitutes took 2 in the 7th end. They currently still trail 3-6.
Yep.
Okay, this is looking good. They're sweeping hard. Is it staying on line? Looks like he may.
It's close. I like
No, just curled just
Ah.
that much.
It-
But it was a worthy try.
Absolutely.
Good
And
try,
he
guys.
didn't do any
almost had
damage.
it.
Too bad. If he had thrown it, I think he needed a little more ice.
That is fine.
I think
The
he
only
was
thing
just a
I
little
was
down
worried about
weight
was
from
just
what he
leave it
anticipated.
Come in
Could
with
be.
this
But
one.
either more
One
ice
or the
or
other.
more weight
Yeah.
would have
No,
made
Would've
the
done.
shot.
Peel it out and we can go.
Or a little earlier sweeping.
All of those variables, and that's why we play the game.
Or maybe a horsehair broomhead would have held that rock more.
That's what I'm thinking.
We'll have to experiment a little bit.
Yeah.
I just got to the room.
All right.
I think I was pretty close to the room, but
So if you are Linda here,
wanted,
do you go for the center line, run back takeout for 3? Or do you do the left side angled raise for 2?
yeah.
She's looking at the center.
Yeah.
What that,
You almost had it, honestly. You held it pretty
it was
Yes.
very close.
You like that side shot, don't you?
But I
This one.
tend to prefer
okay.
down weight,
We're going to be probably.
things where I have lots of angles to work
Let's
with.
hit that one, yep.
This is such a narrow little
That's not really
port,
crazy.
It is a narrow port.
just
and you have to
But
run
she's-
back
she's-
onto another rock.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, but
So,
She's got to try it, but she is trying to
From which
promote
direction?
and go through
yep.
and sit second.
And see, this is where I would differ. If I were throwing this rock,
Trying to change our
I
game
would throw for the
last
race
minute.
takeout
No.
instead of the
I
straight
need
promote.
less ice.
Yeah. Yeah, we got in there first and we just.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's better.
I think Russ thinks it's still the promote, and I think Linda's thinking about the
Okay, yep.
takeout. So,
Okay,
because that looks like takeout ice to me.
that's takeout ice. That is not promote ice.
Yep.
Run back.
But I'm not sure that she can get
It's really hard.
past the front yellow.
It's super thin, but it's there.
She's
No.
narrow.
She pinched it out of her hand, and unfortunately, it's just going to crash in the car. We'll see what happens.
You never know. Things can get wicky
Alright, guys.
wacky here. No damage, no change.
Now, it's still 1 red,
Yep.
so it's still a 2-point game heading into the 8th.
Well, we're climbing towards 9 o'clock, and the inside crowd is getting rowdy.
Little bit, yep. So, looking at our scoreboard here, it is, of course, 7-5. After 7 ends, Inglis from Potomac is currently in the lead and has hammer. Space Cadets is going to look to steal at least 2 here.
Big pressure end coming up.
All the way. All the way. Good job. Good job. You got it. You got it. You got it.
You see what's happening on sheet C. Looks like there's a lot of discussion going on.
I kind of don't know why they haven't shaken hands yet. I think they're out of desperation trying to figure out a way to get 2 rocks into the house when they have 2 guards and 1 rock remaining.
Okay.
So it's just not possible.
Line's a bit tight. Judy. Judy.
They might as well throw it to try, but it's impossible.
Hope springs eternal.
Okay, yep.
I'm sorry, but in this case,
Okay,
it's
all the way.
just
Line's good.
not possible.
Yeah, gotta go. That's pretty good. Good sweep, guys.
Yeah, I don't know how they can run. Those are too far out there.
I mean, if they had a biter or something, a
Yes.
tight guard,
Yes.
you can do a race, because there's also a red rock in the house they have to get rid of. So you
There's
could do,
no way they can spin something on
Yeah,
here.
no.
Spin 2 on.
No. There's just no way.
All right.
Okay, back to our center sheet for the night.
Sweep it, sweep it, sweep it.
Linda is looking for a promote raise,
Nope, I didn't think.
and unfortunately it
Okay.
just came in, but it's going to hang around.
Okay.
Her shooter is going to hang around in the back,
That works too.
12 foot, and it did move the guard off.
Just T-line.
For those of you who are planning on sticking around for our 9 o'clock draw, we will be featuring on Sheet B Captain Planet and the Planeteers versus the Ardley Featherweights.
Okay, line's pretty good.
And we have handshakes out on
Line's good.
Sheet C. Congratulations
Yeah,
to
gotta go
Dobbs
line,
Lagrupi.
line.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, stop, that's fine. We'll guard our own, that's okay.
Are they in A event or B
They
event?
are in the A
A
event.
event. Congratulations to them.
Indeed.
Okay,
Okay,
Marsha.
so
Kick this.
Stacy's shot came up a little short, but it's
right.
actually not bad.
Yeah, it's a nice guard
Yep,
over their shot rock.
yep.
And if I were Linda, I'd be taking that new
Wanna
rock
come
out.
in this.
Well, I think she is seeing that she needs to steal 2, so she's drawing. Unfortunately, it looks like this is going to wreck, if it's going to make it.
Or sweep. Okay.
Okay, that's usable. It's about a 3 foot out of the house guard.
Do you want to go Ryan's? Or do you want to peel it?
I would peel it, Andy.
You want to do this? Or do you want to draw? Okay.
They're more comfortable with the draw. But if there are no red rocks in play, they can't score.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Craig's shot is away.
Okay,
Looking for the draw. It's got room.
Looks heavy.
Looks a little heavy. They're stop sweeping. They're looking for it to slow down.
Well, it's coming down. Uh-oh.
And it's just in
okay, I
the
don't mind
back
that.
8 foot. Not bad, and behind cover. So that was a successful draw and a good way for
Come down and sit on
them
it
to
if you
keep the
can.
points going. Andy's nervous. He's giving us looks. But Linda can follow that right down. But the question is, how does she steal 2? So she's asking Marcia to follow Craig's shot down. And it's away. Here it comes. How's the weight? They're sweeping hard. It is curling.
Ah,
Oh, I think she's a little light. That's too bad.
didn't get it
They
across.
had an opportunity.
Get it out of the way.
They really had an opportunity, so they knew they needed to then just
Okay.
get it out of the way. That's too bad.
Okay, I think we got
So
something
now-
like here.
Andy dodged a
that's
bullet
okay too,
there,
but-
and he definitely needs to do no more than the 12-foot to guard shot rock. So he's put the broom down right almost on the edge of the 12-foot. Craig is shooting his second shot. Looks pretty good.
Line's not bad.
Line's good. How's the weight? That's the
it
question.
looks
Oh,
great.
it looks a
Yeah,
little
it
hot.
looks heavy.
Looks a little hot. They're
Okay,
not
well then,
sweeping.
right off. No, it's,
Oh, boy.
yep. Just bring it back.
So they're
Yeah,
sweeping
keep
to
going,
get
keep
it
going,
back.
Keep going. Bounce off ours, bounce off ours.
Okay.
Oh,
At
okay.
that point, they want to make sure it comes back. Unfortunately, they have set up a pocket now. Oh, Linda is opting to take. If I were her, I would be coming right into that pocket and sitting there.
Yes.
She needs
Can you
backing.
You want to just sit on him?
Ah, now she's thinking about it.
All right.
And they have conferred down at the other end and told her they'd rather just sit on it. Now, I happen to agree with that. I think that's a good call. Here it comes. Ooh, comes with a little bit of weight. I think she may get the shot she was asking for, which is
got
a
it.
take.
Got one.
Okay. And they are shot 1. Just over, and they just overlap just a tad. So if Andy is,
Can you see it?
he's looking at it, he knows he really needs to take it.
Hack.
Asking for hack weight,
Well,
he ought to just have it thrown
mean,
exactly
it's
what
not
was done.
yeah. I mean, if you're here, it's not the end of the world.
Okay, so he's chosen, rather than to take, he's asking Judy to come down to it and just making sure she's got enough weight to do it.
Line's close. Okay, hard.
They're
Yeah,
sweeping.
Stacy.
They're sweeping.
Yeah, gotta go. Gotta go.
Calling for the sweep.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard line.
Hard sweep. Hard line.
No,
She's
you
a
got
little
it.
light.
Good. Hard line.
Little light.
No, okay, you were right.
Okay. So that sweeping
Okay, that's fine. Good
just
sweep.
pulled it over. She just came up
Yeah,
light,
exactly.
and it didn't. It just bit
Okay,
the
Russ.
front 12. So now Linda
Drive,
does
top
have
eight.
an opportunity to come in and be second shot. Actually, be first shot. She's first shot right now, but has the opportunity to sit 2. If he's got the right weight. He's got good line. They're sweeping hard. And did he throw enough weight? Looks like that's going to be
Get
a
it past
problem.
that guard. Get it past that guard. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
They're sweeping hard. Unfortunately, it's like a
Not that
magnet.
guard.
We,
Oh. Okay.
we
well,
have
kinda guards it
clustered
up
around the center line 2, 4, 6, 7 rocks that are.
We can go this
It's
way.
it's like there must be a magnet under the ice. So I think now Andy is going
Wait, like
to.
this? Maybe. Yeah, okay.
He's looking at some of the center stuff.
Um,
I'd really like to see him play the
Like that
draw
line.
again.
I
well,
forgot we're coming up on the 8th end.
Even
I
if
lost track of it. I
No,
know.
Hack, wait.
I know. That's
Okay.
what I said.
Decided to.
So we need two to
He's
tie.
decided to mix up the front. Let's see what happens.
We're
This
sitting
has
one.
potential for. What he doesn't want to do is give her the opportunity to get to his second stone.
Whoa.
Okay, so he has
Sorry,
gotten.
I was going for a different plan there for a second. All right. That's actually
okay.
okay. Move that out of the way.
Unfortunately, he has opened up,
Okay. Draw in top 8.
Okay.
and
Do what
that's
I
what
was
she's
telling
going to
you to
do.
do.
He has opened it up for her and made it easier for her to draw in.
Draw in top 8. We're
So-
sitting shot still
As
gotta
you can
take
hear
2.
her say.
to tie.
This seems to be a very
Okay.
tricky piece of ice, and it curls quite a bit, and then if it gets outside, it will run right past. So let's see how she does. The right combination, and she could end up with 2.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, the shot's away. She's got a lot of weight.
This could be trouble.
They are sweeping. Boy, it's just curling like a bandit. It's just curling like a bandit. It's now on the yellows. They just aren't. It just needs a tremendous
Okay.
amount of ice to make that shot.
I think
There's
we
a
go this
huge
way, yeah.
curl.
The only other thing we can do is
So
Try and open it up a
Andy is
For the
now
last one.
deciding
like
what to do.
or we could double tap. I think it's draws.
Okay, just to
I think draws pretty
recap,
good. Let's do a draw.
Linda is sitting shot
Think, well,
in the
yeah, I
8
think so.
foot
I think
in
we
the
have to.
back.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
And nestled
all
right
this
up
moving
next
back
to
and
it
forth.
is Andy's shot, and
Yeah,
he's
let's do
sitting
this.
second. Then we have 2 yellows up front in the 12 foot and a
Okay, let's draw
red
this
in
way.
the back 12 foot.
I think
So what Andy has elected to
Yeah, I
do
know, I'm
is
just
now
worried
the
how
only
far we can
port
I think you
for
might have to hit it all the
ability
way
to
down.
get
Right.
through
Keep it
to
straight.
try for Linda to try and score 2
Yeah.
is on. And Andy's shot is away. They're sweeping.
Yeah, line's okay.
They need to sweep. He's saying line's okay, but it's awfully light. So he is going to at least block that path.
Yeah, guard's okay though. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Promote that red in.
Makes it a bit
Okay,
harder for
so he did narrow
yeah,
that
let's slow
port
down.
so that she cannot use that side.
them. Yeah,
And now she's looking at
yeah, you're right.
promoting
it's
her
hard to
red.
draw.
It's okay, throw all the marbles.
Well,
it up.
we gotta make this.
And she's right.
Just don't be heavy.
That's for tie-in, then we still have a chance.
If she makes this promote, then Andy's going to
Yeah.
have a very tough draw
Yeah,
to
it's
outcount.
difficult. Yeah, you'll see.
She could tie it up.
Well,
She's just got to throw enough weight to make this happen. I'm afraid she's narrow. This is not.
Hard! Come on, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it!
No, she's way narrow.
all right.
There is nothing
Oh.
that they can do. Unfortunately, way narrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my last one away. So, yeah, I'm gonna throw it away. So,
So
good game.
that's the end of the game. They're shaking hands. He's not going to throw his last rock. So it ends up Potomac Inglis over
Good game.
Space Cadets
Good game.
with a score of 7-6 in the 8th end. And it was a well well-played game by both sides because it came out very close
Good game, Linda.
and very well done.
You threw great.
So I'm going to be signing off and turning the crew over to the next, turning the mic over to the next crew for the next game coming up shortly. And dear Dobbsy is out there doing his ice thing. So I'll sign off for both he and myself. And now I'm going to go to another duty. Talk to you later. Bye.
Well, thanks. I'm Tuesday matinee, too. Oh, I tried so hard.
Good match, Linda.
Thank you. Thanks.
I do not.
How'd you do?
We lost again. I blew it.
But